joke.
Reading by the fire.
Joe wanted to buy a motorcycle. He doesn't have much luck until one day he comes across a Harley with a for sale sign in it. The bike seems even better than a new one, although it is 10 years old. It's shiny and in absolute mint condition. He immediately buys it and asks the seller how he kept it in such great condition for 10 years. Well, that's simple really, says the seller. Whenever the is outside and it's going to rain, rub Vaseline on the chrome. It protects it from the rain. And he hands Joe the jar of Vaseline. That night, his girlfriend Sandra invites him to meet her parents. Naturally, they take the bike there. Naturally. But just before they enter the house, Sandra stops him and says, I have to tell you something about my family before we go in. When we eat dinner, we don't talk. In fact, the first person to talk during dinner has to wash the dishes. No problem, he says. And in they go. They sit down together, and sure enough, no one says a word. As dinner progresses, Joe decides to take advantage of the situation. So he leans over and kisses Sandra. No one says anything, so he reaches over and fondles her breasts, and still no one says a word. So he stands up and rips her clothes off and screws her on the table. And when he's done, he sits down and says a word. He looks at her mom. She has a great body, he thinks. So he grabs her, bends her over, takes her panties off and screws her. And after she has a big orgasm, he sits down again. Now his girlfriend is furious, and her dad is boiling. The mom is pleasantly beaming, but still, total silence. All of a sudden, there was a loud clap of thunder, and it starts to rain. Joe remembers his bike, so he pulls the jar of Vaseline out from his pocket. Suddenly, the father shouted, I'll do the fucking dishes!
What the hell? Is that the thing that you wrote, Brad?
Yeah.
What the hell?